Let me tell you, I had an iguana a long time ago. I don't even want to go into the story how I ended up with this iguana. I call myself when I was younger, I like saving animals and from people and stuff, and people I knew they would abandon them and the animals would be all, I don't know, they'd be all, I just felt sorry. My heart would just break. And I don't like, I'm not fond of iguanas and lizards and all. No. But this one, I took it, had a nice cage for it. I learned about it. I tried to take care of it, but I also at the same time had two parakeets, a rabbit and a dog. Because I was single, I guess because farming and stuff is in my blood from my grandpa and all of them. So I always like nature, and it's just part of me, earth. That's why I have a big garden and I eat food and I plant way too much, and then I end up giving it away. But that's just who I am. That's just who I am. So I had this iguana. Her name was Lady, and she was a mean old thing. She bit my wrist when I fed her lettuce one morning because I was late getting up. So she just went whoosh, right on my lip. And you think they don't hurt because you can't see their teeth. But let me tell you, I had a big old scar on my wrist. It was shaped like her mouth. And ooh, it hurt. I had to wrestle my wrist free from her, and I slammed the door of the cage. I said, this thing, I can't keep this thing very much longer. She scared the daylights on me, but I tried to take care of her, make her a nice home and everything. And one day I came home from work and I looked, and the cage was open, and my dog was over by the radiator, because we had radiators then, we had the old radiators. And I said, oh no, the iguana is gone. And she had gotten big. She was big iguana. And I walked in, and then I saw these claws. All of a sudden, this claws just went up from the behind the radiator. And I was so scared. I thought it was in some kind of horror movie. And I don't know why I ran upstairs. I ran upstairs because that was not smart, because I should have turned around and ran out the door and not up the stairs. But I wasn't thinking, I was just scared. And so I called the animal patrol. Now I lived in Warwick at this time by the ocean. And I called the animal patrol, and the way they did it, they had a noose, and they said that one of the officers says, I'm just coming because I'm curious. I was like, well, you never seen iguana before? Anyway, but he came, they wrestled with her and put her back in the cage and closed the door. And I said, you know what, I can't take this thing anymore. So I found an iguana rescue league of Rhode Island. It's like this iguana paradise where they live out their days and they're free and they do all sorts of things. They have one for cats too. They have several stuff. So I called these folks. Some lady came over and she picked up the iguana like it was a baby, and she started rubbing its scales, and lady was so happy. The iguana was so happy. And I said, here, take her. I don't care, take her. And I bet she's doing great. So she took her, and then she called me to tell her how great she was doing, that she was living her days in iguana paradise. But and I was happy because I didn't want no iguana. And I can't be petting no iguana like that. They ain't fuzzy. I don't like lizards and reptiles and stuff. I've pet them, but not because I want to cuddle with them or something like that. I'm telling you.